Welcome to Ancient Forbidden Knowledge. I'm your host, Ben Carter. In the shadows of time, shrouded by the veils of antiquity, there exists a tale of divine rebellion and celestial warfare. A tale that traces its roots to the early dawn of mankind's existence. These are the chronicles of the Watchers, the fallen angels, whose history has been meticulously concealed, their deeds hidden, and their names forgotten. At this crossroads of the divine and the mortal, the celestial and the terrestrial, our narrative unfolds. In the ancient biblical texts, they were the sons of God, the divine beings believed to have descended from the heavens to the earthly plane. Their purpose was to observe and guide humanity, to be the watchers from the shadows. Yet, they strayed from their divine mandate, succumbing to the allure of mortal desires, and in doing so, they tipped the balance of the universe. The Book of Enoch, an ancient Jewish religious work ascribed to Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah, offers us our first glimpse into this clandestine world. It speaks of 200 angels who descended upon Mount Hermon, driven by a desire that was forbidden to their kind. They were captivated by human women, and from this unholy union a new breed was born, the Nephilim, giants of great strength and wicked hearts, who wreaked havoc upon the earth. The Watchers taught mankind forbidden knowledge, secrets that were meant to remain concealed within the divine realm. They revealed the mysteries of the cosmos, the magic of herbs and roots, the art of making weapons, and the secrets of beauty and vanity. With this knowledge, humanity was forever changed, stepping into an era of advancement and destruction. As the heavenly realm watched this defiance unfold, a divine judgment was passed. The leader of these fallen angels, a being named Azazel, was bound and cast into darkness, while the others were condemned to watch the destruction brought about by their offspring, the Nephilim. These tales, etched in ancient scriptures and whispered in hushed tones, challenge our understanding of our own history. They offer glimpses of a world that existed before our own, a world that witnessed the interplay of divine and mortal, of love and defiance, of knowledge and devastation. They present a narrative of divine beings who, driven by desire and curiosity, forever altered the course of human history. These narratives, hidden in the shadows of time, demand our attention. For as we delve deeper into the chronicles of the Watchers, we uncover not just their history, but also a piece of our own past. A past that is intertwined with celestial beings, divine rebellion, and forbidden knowledge. A past where angels fell, not from grace, but from their lofty status, descending into a world of mortality and desire. And in their fall, they left behind a legacy that continues to echo through the annals of human history. The origins of these narratives trace back to the cradle of human civilization, the land of Mesopotamia. This ancient region, nestled between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, was home to a civilization that thrived nearly 5,000 years ago. The Sumerians, as they were known, were a people of great ingenuity and wisdom. They are credited with the invention of writing, the wheel, and the establishment of the first cities. Yet the Sumerians were also a people of profound spirituality. They worshipped a pantheon of deities and believed in the existence of divine beings who walked among them. Their religious texts, inscribed on clay tablets, speak of the Anunnaki, celestial beings who descended from the heavens to teach mankind various arts and sciences. A striking parallel to the Watchers of the Book of Enoch. Archaeologists discovered these clay tablets in the ruins of the ancient city of Nippur in the late 19th century. Initially, the significance of these inscriptions was overlooked, dismissed as myth and fable. But as scholars began to decipher the cuneiform script, they realized that the Sumerians had chronicled a history that challenged conventional understanding. In these ancient records, the Sumerians described the Anunnaki as beings of immense wisdom and power. They taught humanity how to construct buildings, cultivate crops, create art, and even how to read the stars. Like the Watchers, they bestowed upon mankind knowledge and skills that sparked a new era of progress. Yet these gifts came with a heavy price. The Sumerians also spoke of a great deluge, a catastrophic flood that wiped out much of their civilization. They believed this was divine retribution for the transgressions committed by both mankind and the Anunnaki. The similarities to the tale of the Watchers and the Nephilim are too significant to dismiss as mere coincidence. Thus, it is here, in the dust of the ancient city of Nippur, that the chronicles of the Watchers begin to unravel. a narrative etched on clay tablets, recited in ancient temples, and whispered in hushed tones by the banks of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. A story that has survived the ravages of time, preserved in the ruins of an ancient civilization, waiting for us to piece together its hidden truths. The Chronicles of the Watchers also resonate with the oral traditions of indigenous cultures around the world. Native American tribes have their own versions of a similar narrative. The Hopi people speak of the Kachina, spiritual entities that interacted with humans, sharing their wisdom and guiding their actions. Just as with the Watchers, these beings imparted knowledge and wisdom, but also warned against misuse of this knowledge, predicting dire consequences for those who strayed from the path of balance and respect for the earth. In Africa, the Dogon tribe of Mali share an intriguing narrative about the Nomo, celestial beings who descended from the sky. The Nomo are described as amphibious beings, masters of water, a symbol of knowledge and life. They taught the Dogon the fundamentals of agriculture, astronomy, and the complexities of the universe, bearing a striking resemblance to the Watchers and the Anunnaki. In the East, ancient Chinese texts speak of the Xian, heavenly beings who descended to earth, bearing knowledge and wisdom. The Xian were revered for their ability to fly, their immortality, and their wisdom, characteristics that echo the descriptions of the Watchers. Across the Pacific, the Polynesians have tales of the Akua, divine beings who came down from the heavens and shared their knowledge with mankind. The Akua taught Polynesians how to navigate the vast expanse of the ocean, a gift that enabled them to colonize the many islands of the Pacific. These stories, as far apart and diverse as they are, share a common thread. They each speak of beings from the heavens who descended to earth, imparting knowledge and wisdom to humans. But in each tale, this knowledge is not without its perils. Misuse or disregard for the wisdom shared often leads to catastrophe, serving as a dire warning for humanity. The accounts of the Watchers persist in various forms, embedded within the mythologies and oral traditions of cultures worldwide. This shared narrative of celestial beings who bestow forbidden knowledge upon humanity transcends geographical boundaries and cultural differences. It is a testament to its enduring allure and the universal human fascination with the mysterious and the divine. The Chronicle of the Watchers, then, is not confined to the pages of ancient texts or the weathered ruins of bygone civilizations. It remains alive in the stories that continue to be told around campfires, in sacred ceremonies, and in the hushed whispers of elders passing ancient wisdom to the younger generation. While the stories of the Watchers are woven into the fabric of many cultures, tangible evidence that supports their existence is harder to come by. However, certain artifacts and inscriptions, steeped in mystery, might offer some insight into the realm of the Watchers. One such artifact is the enigmatic Antikythera mechanism, discovered in a shipwreck off the Greek island of Antikythera. This ancient device, dating back to the 2nd century BCE, is often referred to as the world's first computer. Intricately designed with a complex system of gears, the mechanism could calculate astronomical positions, eclipses, and even the dates of the ancient Olympic Games. The extraordinary sophistication of the Antikythera mechanism has led some to speculate that it was a product of celestial knowledge given by Watchers or beings akin to them. In the archaeological site of Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, pillars erected by prehistoric people over 11,000 years ago stand in silent testament to a forgotten time. This site, predating Stonehenge by 6,000 years, features intricate carvings of animals and enigmatic symbols. The precision and complexity of Göbekli Tepe, created at a time before the invention of metal tools or the wheel, have led to theories suggesting involvement of divine or extraterrestrial beings. Could the Watchers have been the architects of this ancient wonder? The Sumerian King List, an ancient manuscript originally recorded in the Sumerian language, lists kings who reigned for thousands of years before the Great Flood. This unusually long reign of the antediluvian kings has been interpreted by some as a possible reference to the long-lived Watchers. While these artifacts and inscriptions could be viewed as evidence of the Watchers, conventional archaeological and historical perspectives generally subscribe to more mundane explanations. The Antikythera mechanism, for instance, is seen as a testament to the advanced engineering skills of the ancient Greeks without the need for divine intervention. Göbekli Tepe is usually considered evidence of an early, organized human society. The Sumerian king list, with its implausible reigns, is often viewed as mythological or symbolic rather than literal history. Yet, alternative viewpoints persist, interpreting these artifacts as remnants of a forgotten epoch when humanity was in contact with celestial beings. While these theories exist outside mainstream scholarly consensus, they continue to intrigue and inspire, providing fuel for the ongoing exploration of humanity's hidden past and the enigmatic chronicles of the Watchers. The debate continues, leaving space for enigma and mystery. It is within this space that the chronicles of the Watchers endure, a testament to the human fascination with the hidden, the forbidden, and the divine. The secrecy and suppression surrounding the Watchers is as perplexing as the beings themselves. Over centuries, this knowledge has been obscured, some suggest deliberately, by powers that sought to control the narrative of humanity's origin and history. Religious orders, for instance, have played a significant role in shaping our understanding of the past. Within Christianity, the Book of Enoch, which details the fall of the Watchers, is considered canonical only by the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. In other branches of Christianity, it is seen as pseudepigrapha, texts falsely attributed to biblical characters, and thus excluded from the official canon. This exclusion has resulted in the marginalization of the Watchers' narrative, reducing it to a fringe belief or myth. The role of empires in suppressing knowledge about the Watchers shouldn't be understated either. Ancient civilizations like the Romans and Greeks, with their pantheon of gods and demigods, may have absorbed and reinterpreted the Watchers into their own mythologies, altering their identities and diluting their significance. The Roman Empire's adoption of Christianity as a state religion and the subsequent elimination of pagan beliefs further contributed to the erasure of alternative narratives, including that of the Watchers. In the modern era, institutions of power continue to exert influence over historical narratives. Mainstream academia, for instance, often dismisses alternative interpretations of the past, including theories about the Watchers, as fringe speculation. Archaeological findings that don't fit within accepted historical paradigms are frequently sidelined or explained away, further burying unorthodox perspectives. The secrecy surrounding the Watchers mirrors a broader trend of information control observed throughout history. It is a testament to how dominant powers, whether religious, imperial, or institutional, manipulate knowledge to maintain authority and control. But despite this suppression, the chronicles of the Watchers persist, whispering of a hidden history. They endure in the margins of mainstream narratives, within the cryptic symbols of ancient monuments, the enigmatic texts of forgotten manuscripts, and the persistent curiosity of those willing to question the established order. They beckon us to peer beyond the veil of accepted reality, to delve deeper into the mysteries of our past, and to question the narratives we've been taught to accept. In this enduring intrigue lies the true power of the Watchers. Regardless of their actual existence, their story challenges us to probe the hidden depths of our history and to confront the power structures that shape our understanding of the world. It is a reminder that knowledge, once suppressed, can be rediscovered, reinterpreted, and reclaimed, an eternal testament to the persistent curiosity of the human spirit. Delving into the deeper mysteries of the Watchers, an intriguing pattern of similarity emerges across disparate ancient cultures. The existence of similar symbols, technologies, or beliefs in these cultures may suggest a forgotten global network of knowledge, hinting at the possible influence of the Watchers. In ancient Egypt, for instance, the concept of Neteru, divine beings who descended from the heavens to give civilization to humanity, bears striking parallels to the Watchers' narrative. These Neteru were credited with bestowing knowledge of agriculture, law, and science upon the Egyptians, mirroring the wisdom imparted by the Watchers in the Book of Enoch. Similarly, in the ancient Indian texts of the Vedas, there are accounts of divine beings known as devas, who descended from the sky and provided knowledge of advanced technologies, including flying machines known as vimanas. The striking resemblance of these narratives to the Watcher's story is difficult to dismiss as mere coincidence. Moreover, it's not just in mythology that these parallels emerge. There are also intriguing technological and architectural similarities across ancient civilizations that suggest a shared source of knowledge. The construction of pyramids in both Egypt and Mesoamerica, the similarities in stonework found in ancient sites as far apart as Egypt and Peru, and the prevalence of astronomical knowledge in ancient cultures all around the world. These uncanny resemblances hint at a forgotten global network of advanced knowledge. Even in the realm of symbolism, we find recurring motifs. The serpent, for instance, is a pervasive symbol across various ancient cultures, from the Egyptian uraeus and the Mesopotamian mushusu to the Aztec Quetzalcoatl and the Indian naga. In these cultures, the serpent often represents wisdom, knowledge, or divine beings, themes that resonate with the narrative of the Watchers. These common themes across distant cultures suggest that the Watchers' narrative might not be an isolated story, but part of a larger, globally dispersed tradition. It is as if there are echoes of the Watchers' saga reverberating across the vast expanse of our ancient past, echoes that hint at a forgotten epoch when divine beings descended from the heavens, imparting wisdom and knowledge that shaped the dawn of human civilization. While mainstream academia remains skeptical, these similarities are compelling. They challenge us to question the established narratives, to entertain the possibility of a forgotten global civilization, and to consider the influence of the Watchers not as a mere myth, but as a potential hidden chapter in our shared human past. They remind us that history is not always as it seems, that the accepted narrative may not be the entire story, and that the Chronicles of the Watchers might hold keys to unlocking deeper mysteries of our ancient past. If we accept the premise of a prehistoric advanced civilization, one that was tutored by the Watchers and had mastered knowledge that modern science is only beginning to glimpse, what could this knowledge be? What forgotten sciences and lost technologies could possibly exist? Let's examine the ancient world and the advanced understanding they might have had. One area where this forgotten wisdom might be discernible is in the realm of energy. The Great Pyramid of Giza, for instance, has long been a source of mystery. Some researchers propose that it was not a tomb, but an energy device, a kind of ancient power plant. This hypothesis suggests that the pyramid was designed to harness and generate some form of energy, possibly electromagnetic in nature. Today, we're only just beginning to understand the potential of such energy sources. Also, consider the Nazca lines in Peru, massive geoglyphs etched into the earth, visible only from a significant height. Some researchers suggest that these lines are not merely decorative or ritualistic, but served a practical purpose. They propose that these lines might have been part of an elaborate energy grid or a kind of map for harnessing Earth's magnetic energies. Modern science, only now, is beginning to explore the concept of geomagnetism, tapping into the Earth's magnetic field for energy. Then there's the mystery of consciousness. In the Indus Valley civilization, we find evidence of advanced understanding of meditation and perhaps, by extension, altered states of consciousness. The ancient Rigveda texts speak of a profound exploration of consciousness, an understanding that modern neuroscience is only starting to appreciate. Could the Watchers have imparted knowledge about the nature of consciousness, a science in its own right, now largely forgotten? Or consider an advanced understanding of physics. The construction of Stonehenge, the Great Pyramid, or the Moai statues on Easter Island all suggest an understanding of geometry, weight distribution, and perhaps even magnetism that defy easy explanation. These monumental constructions seem to indicate a practical understanding of principles that modern physics is still grappling with. The idea that our ancient ancestors possessed advanced knowledge in areas such as energy, consciousness, and physics is not easy to accept, given our conventional understanding of history. But the evidence, scattered across the globe, suggests the possibility of a forgotten epoch of advanced scientific understanding. It hints at a time when humanity was tutored by the Watchers, a time when we had mastered sciences that we are only now beginning to rediscover. Whereas the practical implications of this ancient knowledge of energy, consciousness, and physics are already compelling, there are also deeper metaphysical dimensions to consider. These insights the Watchers may have imparted point toward profound truths about the nature of reality itself, the universe, and our place within it. Firstly, if we consider the possibility of advanced knowledge of energy, geometric, electromagnetic, or otherwise, it suggests a worldview where the universe is seen not as a collection of isolated objects, but as a web of interconnected energy patterns. This is a perspective echoed in contemporary quantum physics, where particles can be understood as excitations of underlying quantum fields, and where entanglement shows that particles can remain connected across vast distances. Similarly, the exploration of consciousness, as suggested by ancient texts like the Rig Veda, points toward a radical view of the self. Rather than an isolated individual, consciousness can be seen as fundamentally connected to the universe. This is a notion that resonates with the mystical traditions of many cultures, and even with some interpretations of quantum mechanics, where the observer and the observed cannot be neatly separated. Likewise, the architectural prowess demonstrated in constructions like Stonehenge and the Great Pyramid suggests an understanding of geometry and proportion that goes beyond the practical. The precision and harmony embodied in these structures convey a deep appreciation for balance, order, and beauty, hinting at a cosmological view where the universe itself is seen as a grand geometric work of art. The Watchers, then, may have bestowed upon humanity not just advanced scientific knowledge, but a profound philosophical and spiritual vision, a vision of an interconnected universe where consciousness plays a fundamental role and where the laws of physics reflect a deep, aesthetic harmony. This hidden wisdom, shrouded in the mists of time, invites us to reconsider our place in the universe. It challenges us to look beyond the surface, to see ourselves not merely as observers of the cosmos, but as integral parts of it. We are not separate from the universe, but woven into its very fabric, an idea that could hold the key to understanding our true nature and our role in this cosmic drama. The Watchers, then, may represent a forgotten chapter of our collective past, where humanity touched upon truths that we are only now beginning to grasp again, a testament to our potential and a beacon to guide us toward a deeper understanding of ourselves and the cosmos. The Chronicles of the Watchers, it seems, are far from being merely historical curiosities. They may be secret signposts, pointing us toward a future where we reclaim our lost wisdom and step into a fuller understanding of who we are and what we might become. In the modern era, a renewed interest in the Chronicles of the Watchers is sparking a revolution of thought, sweeping across fields as diverse as archaeology, spirituality, and even the most avant-garde scientific research. This re-emergence of ancient wisdom is challenging accepted norms, compelling us to re-evaluate the story of human history and our place in the universe. Archaeological discoveries are uncovering artifacts and structures that bear the hallmark of knowledge far beyond what was believed to be available to ancient civilizations. The Great Pyramid's alignment with true north, the astronomical precision of Stonehenge, and the intricate carvings of Göbekli Tepe push the boundaries of our understanding of our ancestors' capabilities. These grand architectural feats, seemingly imbued with advanced knowledge, echo the teachings of the Watchers, furthering the belief in their existence and their profound influence on humanity. In the realm of spirituality, a resurgence in mystic traditions echoes the cosmological worldview presented by the Watchers. More and more people are embracing the concept of interconnected consciousness, a foundational principle of many ancient spiritual practices. This renewed understanding of the interconnectedness of all things resonates with the teachings of the Watchers, further fortifying their significance in our collective history. Simultaneously, even within the rigid boundaries of scientific research, there's a burgeoning interest in previously dismissed or forbidden areas. Quantum physicists are exploring the idea of consciousness playing a role in the physical world, challenging the traditional, objective view of the universe. These pioneering scientific inquiries mirror the esoteric teachings of the Watchers, suggesting that their knowledge might not have been myth or legend, but a profound understanding of the universe that we are only beginning to tap into. In this era of rediscovery and awakening, the Chronicles of the Watchers serve as a cryptic manuscript, a guide leading us to a fuller understanding of our world, our history, and ourselves. They challenge us to move beyond the narrow confines of conventional thought, to embrace a broader, more profound understanding of our place in the cosmos. The story of the Watchers, once shrouded in mystery and relegated to the fringes of history, is now finding its rightful place in the collective consciousness, ushering us into a new era of understanding, where ancient wisdom and cutting-edge research converge, and where the human story is rewritten in the light of our forgotten past. As we stand on the precipice of this new epoch, the echoes of the Watchers resound within us. Their knowledge, once deemed too dangerous, too powerful, or too heretical, now illuminates the path ahead. Their ancient wisdom, imbued within our DNA and etched into the fabric of our universe, beckons us to remember. Remember our origins, remember our infinite potential, remember the vast cosmic tapestry to which we are all irrevocably linked. The veil of oblivion is lifting, and the forgotten chapters of our shared history are being pieced together, revealing a narrative far richer and more complex than we could have ever imagined. In the hushed whispers of the wind, through the silent reverberations of stone, in the ageless gaze of the stars, we hear the Watchers. Their tale is our tale, an eternal testament to the indomitable spirit of discovery, the relentless pursuit of knowledge, the inexorable march towards truth. The Chronicles of the Watchers are a mirror into our past and a beacon for our future. They remind us that humanity is not a mere accident of nature, but a purposeful creation, nurtured by celestial custodians steeped in wisdom and understanding. They remind us that we are more than mere matter. We are cosmic beings, birthed from stardust and bound by threads of consciousness that span the universe. The resurgence of interest in the Watchers is not just a fascination with the esoteric or the supernatural. It's an awakening, a collective stirring of ancient memories buried deep within our psyche. It's an invitation to see beyond the mundane, to pierce through the veil of illusion, to know ourselves as we truly are. It is a call to reclaim the forgotten wisdom, to harness the latent power within us, to shape our destiny as conscious co-creators of reality. As we stand at the crossroads of history, the Chronicles of the Watchers offer us a choice: to remain within the comfort of the known, or to venture into the realms of the unknown, where truth, wisdom, and potential await. To deny our potential, or to embrace it, to harness it, and to let it guide us into a future bound by neither fear nor ignorance, but illuminated by knowledge, understanding, and unity. In the grand tapestry of existence, we are but a single thread. Yet each thread is essential, each thread contributes to the overall pattern. The Watchers, these fallen angels, they too are threads in this cosmic weave. Their story, our story, is a timeless reminder that in the quest for truth, in the pursuit of knowledge, we are never alone. We are guided, we are watched, we are loved. In the silent spaces between stars, in the depths of our hearts, the Chronicles of the Watchers continue. Their timeless message, etched in stone and carried on cosmic winds, is a testament to our shared journey through the epochs. It is a call to remember, to rediscover, to reclaim our divine heritage. In the echoes of the Watchers, we find our past, shape our present, and envision our future. Thanks for listening. This has been Ancient Forbidden Knowledge. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to the Forbidden Knowledge Network on Patreon. Subscribe now.